the one guiding light for me was that we're all comic book fans, and I see a lot of shows on TV that people say look like comic books, but they really don't. So I thought it'd be fun for the backgrounds to do a nice, black ink style of the backgrounds and use flat color with maybe one or two gradients like you'd see in some of the better graphic novels out there.
Which if you go through and look at the different original color designs for the different scenes which exist, every set had sort of color designs. A lot of people were just constantly obsessed with the color. That was the big note we were always getting, which was just there's not enough color, and you kept going, no, just wait, to the network people went out, wait, and then of course they were later hey, that's kind of neat.
Yeah, they didn't understand it if every color in the rainbow wasn't used in every background. Within the course of the show, you'd have warm and cool and light and dark, and every color would be used, but sequences were generally phrased a particular way. We went with a very real perspective, but a simplified realism.
Which came in nicely when we were designing, or rather you were designing, and we were saying, yes, that's very good. The town of Leonardo. It looks like a real town. It doesn't look like a cartoon town. The only thing that's cartoony about it is you have this very flat New Jersey suburb with this massive Leonardo Tower.
Those were my favorite drawings. Whenever we were coming in, no matter the fact that we had, because some of that stuff existed, the Leonardo Tower drawings, and we were at points sometimes where we had no one but Bob, but we had that Leonardo Tower drawing.
Yeah.
And you could walk through the hallways, and it that was very inspiring. It was if this exists, the rest will come.
Within the brain
because
trust,
if this can look this good, then... And actually one of the more disappointing things was when that episode 1 first came back, and animator Han had sort of mucked up the Director Han of the building, and it didn't look as good as the original drawing. It was oh.
Behold, Leonardo Tower.
I find it hard to believe that no one noticed that either.
It looks like a big bomb.
The backgrounds in animated films and cartoons can stand to always be more realistic than the character designs. And so when we arrived at that comic book look, you're right, that came together pretty quickly, in large part due to the reference you sent of New Jersey. And something I liked about it, or got out of it very quickly, was the fact that the horizons are flat, like you said, but also it's very ungroomed. Nobody really cares much about, mowing their lawn or keeping
all
things
of New
too
Jersey
neat.
is now just turned their back on you.
I thought they were proud of that. Because it reflects a very casual, laid-back atmosphere.
We're happy about it.
We added cracked sidewalks wherever we
and
could.
And that tree. Remember in the quick stop shot exterior, there was always that tree.
That
big tree lurking in from the
Look, it got cuter the more we went on.
The thing that to me that worked the most, we always talked a lot about the Flintstones and the Simpsons, and there was something to be said that it was so likable because you could draw them yourselves.
It's simple enough where if you had a picture of Fred in front of you, you could probably approximate it.
But if you were to take the characters of Clerks and put them in a lineup and color them in black, you could still identify who's who. Where if you looked at, say, a superhero show on TV and did the same thing, you'd be hard pressed to figure out who was which character.